So ask yourself, can someone tell what I do, who I do it for, and why it matters in 5 seconds or less? And if not, your message needs work. Read your LinkedIn headline or website aloud and ask yourself, would a stranger understand it instantly or would they just scroll by? Last week, a client looked me dead in the eye on Zoom and said, Deirdre, I've been showing up consistently. I'm posting daily, I'm giving value, I'm sending emails, and nothing is working. She really literally thought and felt that her audience had ghosted her. But here's what I told her. Your audience isn't ignoring you. They're confused, and confused people don't click, they don't buy, and they sure as hell don't reach out. Here's a harsh truth. If your message isn't crystal clear in 5 seconds or less, you're not just losing attention, you're losing clients. I'm Deirdre Martin, triple certified award winning brand strategist and international best selling author. I help service based businesses build 6 and 7 figure brands with strategy, story, and structure. And in this episode, I'm going to show you why your brand message might be costing you leads, sales, and visibility. And best of all, I'm going to show you how to fix it fast. Let's go. Here's what most people miss. If you confuse, you lose. Period. We assume that people will take the time to figure out what we do, but they won't. They're skimming on LinkedIn between meetings or checking your website while waiting for their Uber. You literally have 5 seconds. That's it. So ask yourself, can someone tell what I do, who I do it for, and why it matters in 5 seconds or less? And if not, your message needs work. Read your LinkedIn headline or website aloud and ask yourself, would a stranger understand it instantly or would they just scroll by? And here's a test that you could do. You could literally open up your LinkedIn profile or your website, hand it to the Uber driver or wherever you're at, and show them and ask them, can you tell what I do, who I do it for, and why it matters? If they hesitate, red flag, totally red flag. And if you're not sure where the gaps are, download my free brand strategy checklist. You can go to deirdremartin.ie/brand strategy checklist. It'll walk you through the key pillars you need to have before you even start to clarify your message, because it's about positioning your value and speaking directly to your ideal clients. The link is also going to be in the show notes, so you can check it out there. Well, here's the second thing. Another hard truth. I'm sorry, they're coming at you hard and fast today, but you're not the hero of your brand story. Your client is. When your message sounds like, I help people through my unique blend of strategy, energetics, and aligned execution, you've already lost them. They're like, what the fuck does that mean? People aren't looking for your method, they're looking for their transformation. When I started my new advanced coaching diploma with neuroscience, we had to do a really quick roundtable. 3 of us in a room, and we had 5 minutes to do a ton of tasks and introduce ourselves. And I literally gave my quick I help statement. And one of the guys, then, when we came back into the room, he had to do a quick recap and explain what happened and who we were. He literally said, Deirdre helps business owners make a shit ton of money. I'm like, he nailed it. He got exactly what I did, right? So your role is when you're telling people the story in your I help statement, in your role, you're the guide. You're their Luke, you're their Yoda, their Katniss, their Haymitch, you're their sidekick. So stop talking about your brilliance. Start talking about their pain and the path to solve it. So try this shift. Instead of I teach business owners how to use storytelling in their marketing, as an example, what you could say is if you're great at what you do, but your content is getting ignored, this is how you finally get noticed. People are like, whoa, I finally want to get noticed, right? Hint, hint, this is what I help people do. It makes them the center of the story, right? And positions you as the trusted guide. And that's how you build connection and credibility. Here's a third point on this. Here's what I see happen over and over. You get 6 strategy calls, access to modules and resources, a proven 3-phase method, Voxer access, yada, yada, yada. That's process and features, and process and features don't sell. You know what does? The after, the promise, the win. People don't care about how you get them there. They want to know what life looks like after they work with you. So think about this, right? If you are going on holiday or vacation and you're going on a plane, you don't care how the plane flies. You just care where the plane is going to bring you, right? You just want to get to your destination. You don't care how it fucking brings you there. So if your offer sounds like a syllabus, rewrite it. If it sounds like a freaking manual for running a plane, rewrite it. Try this instead. So instead of 6 sessions to clarify your messaging, you could say something like walk away with a brand message that attracts high paying clients and actually makes sense to the people you want to work with. Do you see the difference? Now, some of my clients, they write copy, they are social media marketers, they are editors, all sorts of people. That's why it's relevant for me to share examples like this. But these are also ones that I can use in my own business. So the difference is that promise will always be greater than the process because that's what people want to hear. They want to know what the promise is and less about the process every single time. And if this part is tripping you up, this is exactly why I created the brand strategy checklist. It helps you craft a message that actually sells because it's rooted in your brand values and it's the foundational stuff that you need before you go and start actually creating your messaging and your copy. Because if you zoom out for a second, it's not technically a messaging issue, it's potentially a strategy issue and a clarity issue. When your message is vague, everything becomes harder. Everything else, your content flops. People might hesitate because they mightn't sense that confidence and familiarity that you can emanate when you're so clear in what your strategy is, what you're doing, why you're doing it, why people should care, and all that sort of great stuff. And then your sales funnels might feel a bit awkward and you start second guessing yourself. Oh, this has happened to me. That's why I can so comfortably sit here and explain this to you, because what I found was when your message is clear, strategic, and specific, you stand out. You charge more, you sell faster. Brand clarity gives you power to position, to pivot, to grow. And what I would say is if you want to learn how to do that a little bit better, go and check out episode 73, How to Leverage the Power of Strategic Thinking to Level Up Your Success. In there, I break down how smart strategy creates real momentum and how companies like Netflix outplayed the competition by thinking clearly and really freaking boldly. It's episode 73. I'll link it in the show notes. Go binge it after this. And while you're at it, don't just think about your strategy, build it. Grab the brand strategy checklist at deirdremartin.ie/brand strategy checklist and use it to fix the weak links in your brand foundations. So let's recap quickly on what we've covered. If you confuse, you lose. You're not the hero in your story or your messaging or your business. In fact, your client is. Sell the promise, not the process, every single time. And brand clarity isn't just copy, it's strategy. So your next few moves, go to deirdremartin.ie/brand strategy checklist, download it, use the checklist to clarify your foundations, and that will help you with your messaging. Do it this week, do it now. And then listen to the strategic thinking episode to level up how you position and grow your business. If this helped you, please follow the show, leave a review and share it with someone who's doing great work, but staying a little bit invisible. You deserve to be seen, so do they. You deserve to be paid, so do they. Until next time, keep freaking mastering your business. You've got this.